Looking at old photographs scattered across the dusty kitchen counter this morning, the realizations hit me like a sudden gust of wind without any advanced warning. We built something beautiful out of mismatched pieces and temporary glue, an unforgettable chapter of growth that eventually led me away from you. There is no animosity left lingering in the spaces where we used to loudly argue, just a profound appreciation for the valuable lessons that I learned from you. We grew up by growing apart, a mathematical equation we couldn't rearrange, accepting the harsh reality that human hearts are always bound to change. The taste of premium dark chocolate melting slowly on a sensitive tongue, a poignant reminder of the passionate melodies. It's a bittersweet sensation, recognizing that some good things must conclude, finding a sense of inner peace within this sudden unexpected solitude. We didn't fail, we simply reached the final page of our destiny's book, grateful for every single winding turn and hazardous path that we took. Yeah. I packed your favorite ceramic coffee mug into a cardboard box labeled for storage, remembering how you used to sit by the window, gathering your daily courage to face a world that often felt too harsh for your extraordinarily delicate soul. I'm glad I could play a small part in helping your wounded spirit feel whole. The autumn air carries a crisp coolness that signals a definitive transition. We surrendered our stubborn pride and abandoned our desperate competition, no longer trying to force a square peg into a perfectly circular destination. We chose liberation over a lifetime of mutual resentment and frustration. The taste of premium dark chocolate melting slowly on a sensitive tongue, a poignant reminder of the passionate melodies. It's a bittersweet sensation, recognizing that some good things must conclude, finding a sense of inner peace within this sudden unexpected solitude. We didn't fail, we simply reached the final page of our destiny's book, grateful for every single winding turn and hazardous path that we took. I will always cheer for your happiness from a respectful distance away, hoping that you discover the absolute devotion that I couldn't display. Our intersection was temporary, but the impact remains permanently etched across the vast canvas where our immature imagination originally stretched. A painful smile, a gentle wave goodbye, no tearful drama underneath this wide sky. It's a bittersweet sensation, recognizing that some good things must conclude, finding a sense of inner peace within this sudden unexpected solitude. We didn't fail, we simply reached the final page of our destiny's book, grateful for every single winding turn and hazardous path I found a crisp $20 bill on the sidewalk while walking my golden retriever today. But that minor financial stroke of fortune paled in comparison to how you brighten my day. People spend millions buying lottery tickets, hoping the numerical symbols will align, blind to the fact that the ultimate jackpot is currently resting its hand in mine. I've survived bicycle accidents and avoided catastrophic blunders by a mere fraction of an inch. Blessed with a guardian angel who pulls me out of trouble whenever I'm in a tight pinch. But the greatest manifestation of divine intervention occurred on the afternoon we met. An extraordinary stroke of serendipity that I will never undervalue or forget. Four-leaf clovers hiding in the patches of ordinary green grass along the highway side. A cosmic alignment of positive variables that we can ride with absolute pride. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line or wait. No need for lucky charms, rabbit's feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. We can eat a cheap meal at a greasy diner and treat it like a 5-star culinary feast, finding reasons to celebrate even when the external circumstances promise the least. My astrological forecast says the planets are aligned in my financial favor this week, but your infectious laughter is the only type of abundance that I actively seek. Let's toast our good fortune with plastic cups filled with tap water and lemon juice lime, savoring the absolute perfection of our current position in space and historical time. We are immune to the economic recessions and the volatile fluctuations of the stock trend, possessing a private reservoir of emotional wealth that will never terminate or end. Four-leaf clovers hiding in the patches of ordinary green grass along the highway side. A cosmic alignment of positive variables that we can ride with absolute pride. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line or wait. No need for lucky charms, rabbit's feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. The odds of our specific convergence were mathematically 1 in a trillion or more. A miraculous statistical anomaly that we cannot scientifically explain or ignore. We beat the house, broke the bank, and successfully bypassed the traditional rules, leaving the cynical gamblers standing outside looking like absolute fools. Roll the dice, hit the winning combination tonight. Everything we touch turns to absolute gold and bright. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line or wait. No need for lucky charms, rabbit's feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. Jackpot hit, we won the ultimate grand prize. I see my fortunate future reflected clearly in your eyes. Lucky one, that's my official title. From now on, celebrating our good fortune long after the night is gone. packed a single duffel bag with a couple of t-shirts and a worn-out map, ready to disconnect from the digital grid and escape the modern psychological trap. We turned off the GPS navigation and decided to follow our instincts instead, chasing the horizon line where the asphalt meets the setting sun, a deep crimson red. The highway stretching ahead is an unwritten manuscript waiting for our tires to explore, leading us away from the monotonous routine of the office and the grocery store. With your bare feet resting comfortably on the dashboard as the radio plays an old song, we finally feel like we belong to the open road where we wanted to be all along. A sudden departure from the ordinary constraints of our heavily structured life, trading the daily anxieties for a coastal breeze that cuts through the mental strife. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations, we are absolutely obligated to keep just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. We pulled over at a roadside fruit stand to buy a basket of organic strawberry sweet, savoring the simple flavor of freedom while the gravel crunches beneath our feet. There is no lingering pressure to accomplish anything monumental on this trip, just a steady appreciation for the fresh coconut water that we casually sip. Look at the coastal mountains rising majestically from the edge of the turquoise sea, a geographic masterpiece that reminds us of how vast and wonderful the world can be. We spent too long confined within the geometric boundaries of the cubicle wall, forgetting that the wilderness has been issuing an urgent, beautiful call. A sudden departure from the ordinary constraints of our heavily structured life, trading the daily anxieties for a coastal breeze that cuts through the mental strife. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations, we are absolutely obligated to keep just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. We are writing our own definitions of freedom on the sandy beaches of this coast, realizing that the simplest moments of exploration are what we appreciate most. The salt water washes away the accumulated fatigue of the past working year, leaving our vision incredibly sharp, unblemished, and beautifully clear. Drive on, let the wind blow through your hair. We are officially completely free from every care. Oh, this is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations, we are absolutely obligated to keep just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. Just escape further into the beautiful wild, reclaiming the wonder that we possessed when we were a child. Sweet escape, where the air is fresh and clean, the finest getaway that our eyes have ever seen. Reflections smear across the wet asphalt outside my lonely bedroom window pane. The city is whispering secrets through the steady therapeutic downpour. of the autumn rain. I'm sitting on the edge of the mattress with my old acoustic guitar resting on my knee, searching for a series of chords that can accurately describe what you mean to me. The headlights of passing cars paint fleeting patterns of gold and silver up on the ceiling high, reminding me of how quickly opportunities present themselves and then swiftly pass us by. But your memory remains anchored in the deepest harbor of my wandering, restless mind, a rare kind of unconditional devotion that a traveler like me could seldom hope to find. When the clouds become too heavy and the sky loses its brilliant shade of blue, the storm provides a perfect sanctuary for me to contemplate my love for you. Listening to the midnight rain, washing away the debris of a chaotic yesterday, clearing a path for us to walk upon. When the morning fog finally rolls away, let the water fall down, let it cleanse every doubt we've harbored deep inside. In this liquid darkness, we have absolutely nothing left. We need to conceal or hide. There is distinct aroma of rich petrichor rising from the thirsty pavement down below, a natural reminder that beautiful things can grow from the darkest soil we come to know. I remember the way you used to laugh when we got caught in a sudden summer shower, standing unprotected on the sidewalk, turning a miserable delay into our finest hour. Now the temperature is dropping and I draw the woolen blanket tightly around my cold frame. The steady rhythm of the storm seems to be continuously chanting your beautiful name. It's a lonesome melody, but it carries a strange sense of profound comfort nonetheless, a soothing remedy for the accumulated anxiety and the crushing weight of daily stress. When the clouds become too heavy and the sky loses its brilliant shade of blue, the storm provides a perfect sanctuary for me to contemplate my love for you. Listening to the midnight rain, washing away the debris of a chaotic yesterday, clearing a path for us to walk upon. When the morning fog finally rolls away, let the water fall down, let it cleanse every doubt we've harbored deep inside. In this liquid darkness, we have absolutely nothing left. We need to conceal or hide. Thunder rumbles faintly in the distance, like a distant train on an old rusty track. But we are moving forward on this journey, and there is no reason for us to look back. Every single droplet hitting the roof is a testament to the resilience of our fragile love, blessed by the vast mysterious sky that stretches infinitely above. Hear the rain falling down on the glass, knowing that this storm will eventually pass. Listening to the midnight rain, washing away the debris of a chaotic yesterday, clearing a path for us to walk upon. When the morning fog finally rolls away, let the water fall down, let it cleanse every doubt we've harbored deep inside. In this liquid darkness, we have absolutely nothing left. We need to conceal or hide. packed a single duffel bag with a couple of t-shirts and a worn-out map, ready to disconnect from the digital grid and escape the modern psychological trap. We turned off the GPS navigation and decided to follow our instincts instead, chasing the horizon line where the asphalt meets the setting sun of deep crimson red. The highway stretching ahead is an unwritten manuscript waiting for our tires to explore, leading us away from the monotonous routine of the office and the grocery store. With your bare feet resting comfortably on the dashboard as the radio plays an old song, we finally feel like we belong to the open road where we wanted to be all along. A sudden departure from the ordinary constraints of our heavily structured life, trading the daily anxieties for a coastal breeze that cuts through the mental strife. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time is zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations we are absolutely obligated to keep. Just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. We pulled over at a roadside fruit stand to buy a basket of organic strawberries, sweet, savoring the simple flavor of freedom while the gravel crunches beneath our feet. There is no lingering pressure to accomplish anything monumental on this trip, just a steady appreciation for the fresh coconut water that we casually sip. Look at the coastal mountains rising majestically from the edge of the turquoise sea, a geographic masterpiece that reminds us of how vast and wonderful the world can be. We spent too long confined within the geometric boundaries of a cubicle wall, forgetting that the wilderness has been issuing an urgent, beautiful call. A sudden departure from the ordinary constraints of our heavily structured life, trading the daily anxieties for a coastal breeze that cuts through the mental strife. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations we are absolutely obligated to keep. Just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. Of freedom on the sandy beaches of this coast, realizing that the simplest moments of exploration are what we appreciate most. The salt water washes away the accumulated fatigue of the past working year, leaving our vision incredibly sharp, unblemished and beautifully clear. Drive on, let the wind blow through your hair. We are officially completely free from every care. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation, oh, that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations we are absolutely obligated to keep. Just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. Just escape further into the beautiful wild, reclaiming the wonder we possessed when we were a child. Sweet escape where the air is fresh and clean, the finest getaway that our eyes have ever seen. beneath the sprawling willow tree at the park, watching the fireflies prepare their tiny biological lanterns for the approaching dark. No fancy jewelry around our necks, no expensive designer labels on our clothing plain. Yet we possess a wealth of contentment that a millionaire could never hope to gain. Society tries to convince us that we constantly require more possessions to be complete, driving people into a state of exhaustion as they desperately compete on the street. But I've discovered that the truest luxury resides in the absence of unnecessary things, in the unfiltered laughter that your genuine, unpretentious companionship always brings. A dandelion seed drifting effortlessly upon the gentle evening summer breeze, finding its purpose without any struggle among the towering forest trees. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. You gathered some wild daisies from the meadow and placed them in a recycled jar, reminding me that elegance doesn't require a boutique shop from afar. We share a plate of basic homemade bread and butter by the candlelight dim, finding a deep spiritual fulfillment that fills our emotional cups to the very brim. I've abandoned the exhausting quest to impress people who do not truly care, choosing instead to invest my limited energy in the authentic love that we share. Your honesty is a refreshing fountain in a world dominated by superficiality and greed, a beautiful grounding anchor that satisfies my heart's most fundamental need. A dandelion seed drifting effortlessly upon the gentle evening summer breeze, finding its purpose without any struggle among the towering forest trees. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. Of our lives are eventually written down in the text. It won't be our material achievements that define us in this world or the next. It will be the kindness we distributed and the patience we demonstrated each day, the quiet unheralded acts of love that permanently illuminated our earthly way. Keep it uncomplicated, throw the heavy baggage away, savor the elegance of a beautifully ordinary day. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. Just plain and simple, the way love was intended to be, unburdened by the vanity of the world, completely wild and free. Simple grace, a beautiful sanctuary for the mind, the greatest treasure that a human being could ever find. Electric current surges through the veins of the sprawling concrete metropolitan hive. As the sun dips below the horizon, the glowing signs miraculously come alive. Flashing shades of magenta and cyan, casting a surreal glow upon the crowded avenue. I'm walking through the sea of strangers, intently searching for a glimpse of you. We are citizens of the twilight hours, navigating the maze of these towering skyscrapers, chasing after illusions that vanish into thin air like wisps of vaporized vapors. But amidst the artificial glare and the superficial distractions of the midnight scene, you represent the only authentic reality that I have ever witnessed or seen. Luminescent reflections shimmering elegantly on the polished hood of a passing cab. We grab hold of this fleeting electricity, eager to take an adventurous stab. We are running wild through these neon dreams under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. The bass is throbbing through the brick walls of an underground discotheque nearby, while we choose to stand on the rooftop terrace, watching the shooting stars fly. The cool breeze catches your hair, turning you into a living masterpiece of modern art, a vivid image that has permanently attached itself to the center of my heart. People spend fortunes trying to capture this exact feeling in the shiny plastic bottle, but we are living it organically in real time, pushing the engine to full throttle. We don't require expensive tickets or VIP access to experience this supreme high. Just a couple of pairs of sneakers and an infinite willingness to fly. Luminescent reflection shimmering elegantly on the polished hood of a passing cab. We grab hold of this fleeting electricity, eager to take an adventurous stab. But we are running wild through these neon dreams under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. Cinematic spark. Washes out these brilliant artificial hues, we will still possess the vibrant memories that the daytime can never confuse, because the connection we generated in the shadows of this electrified town is sturdy enough to survive when the entire power grid goes completely down. Glow bright, illuminate the darkest street. Feel the rhythm pulsing beneath our feet. Oh, we are running wild through these neon dreams under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. Keep dreaming in color until the morning light breaks. We'll handle whatever consequences the real world eventually makes. Neon dreams fading into dawn, but the magic we created will never be gone. I am packing up the heavy remnants of a difficult year into a sealed cardboard box, tearing down the defensive mental barricades and unlocking the rusted padlocks. The rear view mirror shows a long highway of challenges that we successfully endured, but my eyes are fixed firmly on the windshield where our destiny is fully assured. There's a fresh wind blowing from the western horizon, whispering tales of hope, giving our weary minds the necessary motivation and perspective to successfully cope. We survived the emotional winter and outlasted the freezing unforgiving frost, ready to reclaim the enthusiastic sense of adventure that we temporarily lost. A brand new calendar waiting to be populated with our boldest plans and dreams. As the morning sun fractures the remaining darkness with its radiant beams, we are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping onto a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Let's map out a brand new trajectory across the uncharted territories of our life, leaving behind the old grudges, the toxic arguments, and the unnecessary strife. We possess a pocket full of valuable lessons and a heart full of unshakable faith, chasing after the beautiful possibilities instead of running from a historical race. I can hear the music of opportunity playing softly in the distance ahead, a lively rhythm that inspires us to dance instead of harboring a sense of dread. We don't need a guarantee of absolute perfection to proceed with our journey bold, just an unyielding spirit of curiosity that refuses to become stagnant or old. A brand new calendar waiting to be populated with our boldest plans and dreams. As the morning sun fractures the remaining darkness with its radiant beams, we are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping onto a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Beautifully grow. Terrifying monster waiting to sabotage our happiness and peace. It is a magnificent sanctuary where our creative potential can find absolute release. We welcome the mysteries, the surprises, and the unexpected twists of the road, ready to shoulder our responsibilities and carry our collective emotional load. Step forward, leave the heavy anchors behind, create the future with an open, optimistic mind. We are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping onto a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Hello tomorrow, we are ready shackling my ankles from the invisible ball and chain of societal domesticity, trading up predictable routines of suburban life for a dose of pure eccentric eccentricity. I threw my neckties into the trash bin and let my beard grow unruly and long, finding a strange kind of validation in crafting an unmarketable honest song. You burned your old rule books and abandoned the strict corporate ladders you hated to climb, recognizing that selling your precious sanity for a paycheck was a structural crime. Now we are standing on the edge of a jagged cliff where the mountain winds fiercely howl, answering the call of the wilderness with an untamed grin instead of a civilized scowl. An eagle soaring effortlessly above the treacherous valleys and jagged rocky peaks, an ancient language of absolute independence that our untamed soul natively speaks. Living our lives as a free spirit, roaming across the vast, borderless geographical terrain, refusing to be domesticated by comfort or paralyzed by the fear of temporary pain. No permanent addresses to tie us down, no rigid expectations we are forced to obey, just riding the currents of ultimate liberation, further and further away. We built a temporary shelter out of pine branches and slept beneath the canopy of stars, far away from the neon distractions, the highway traffic, and the noisy crowded bars. We are cooking our meals over an open campfire, seasoning it with the flavor of the wild, reclaiming the instinctive uncorrupted worldview that we possessed when we were a child. Let the critics analyze our unconventional choices and label us as utterly insane. We are occupied with the texture of the soil and the rhythm of the falling summer rain. There is an intoxicating wisdom in surrendering your need to control the ultimate score, and simply allowing your existence to float like a feather above the forest floor. An eagle soaring effortlessly above the treacherous valleys and jagged rocky peaks, an ancient language of absolute independence that our untamed soul natively speaks. Living our lives as a free spirit, roaming across the vast, borderless geographical terrain, refusing to be domesticated by comfort or paralyzed by the fear of temporary pain. No permanent addresses to tie us down, no rigid expectations we are forced to obey, just riding the currents of ultimate liberation, further and further away. They can confiscate our property, but they can never imprison our imaginative flight. We belong to the open horizons, the deep canyons, and mysterious shadows of night. Our wealth is measured by the depth of our inhalation and the wildness of our dreams, flowing unboundedly toward the vast ocean like untamed mountain streams. Run unhindered, break every artificial boundary wall, listen intently to the wilderness issuing its urgent call. Living our lives as a free spirit, roaming across the vast, borderless geographical terrain, refusing to be domesticated by comfort or paralyzed by the fear of temporary pain. No permanent addresses to tie us down, no rigid expectations we are for folding sheets of white parchment into the shape of a tiny migratory bird, trying to express the complex vulnerabilities that cannot be spoken in a word. I spent a lifetime constructing elaborate fortresses made of thick, heavy stone to protect myself from the terrifying prospect of ending up completely alone. But you approached my defensive perimeter with a gentle patience so disarming. Your lack of hidden agendas and manipulative games was extraordinarily charming. You didn't utilize heavy battering rams to breach the walls of my ancient citadel. You simply whispered a genuine truth that broke the lonely, suffocating spell. An intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. There are permanent ink stains on my sleeves from writing poems that I never sent, apologizing for all the emotional mistakes and miscommunications that I meant to correct before the distance between us became an unbridgeable geographical gulf. I'm learning to forgive the flaws and imperfections of my complicated self. You see through the elaborate disguises and the sophisticated masks that I wear, exposing the raw anatomy of a human being who is desperately in need of care. With you, I don't have to pretend to be an indestructible superhero of steel. I can simply sit in the quiet corner and allow myself to authentically feel an intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. On these blank, unblemished white pages, a timeless chronicle of devotion that will withstand the progression of ages. No eraser can remove the profound impact of the statements we boldly declare as we document this extraordinary adventure that we are blessed to share. Fragile layers, the final chapter has not yet closed. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. Handle with care, keep it safe from the wind. This is where the true story has finally began. A paper heart resting securely in your palm, finding at last its everlasting calm. ceiling fan, spinning lazily around in the heat of the afternoon, realizing that the weekend has evaporated completely and far too soon. We had a massive itinerary packed with obligations and places we were supposed to visit, but instead we chose absolute inertia. And honestly, who could possibly miss it? We skipped the formal luncheon and ignored the dozens of notifications on our devices, deciding that a quiet afternoon of complete unproductivity was the best of choices. There's a strange societal pressure to constantly optimize every single breathing minute, but a day without a rigid agenda has a distinct kind of internal salvation within it. The hourglass is flipped upside down, but we aren't measuring the falling grains, liberated from the corporate machinery and the invisible psychological chains. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together, unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. You're wearing an oversized flannel shirt, eating cereal straight from the box, while I'm strumming random chord progressions in my mismatched woolen socks. The world outside is sprinting a marathon toward a destination that doesn't exist, engaged in a competitive rat race whose ultimate purpose they've entirely missed. We watched a terrible documentary, then took a 3-hour nap on the velvet couch without a single shred of modern guilt or an internal feeling of being a slouch. Efficiency is a modern trap designed to strip away the poetry of human existence, but we are staging a quiet revolution through our stubborn, lazy resistance. The hourglass is flipped upside down, but we aren't measuring the falling grains, liberated from the corporate machinery and the invisible psychological chains. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together, unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. They call it laziness, but we recognize it as a form of sacred mental preservation, a necessary period of hibernation to recover from excessive daily stimulation. We aren't wasting our lives, we are simply savoring the space between the notes, floating down a calm river of tranquility on our own metaphorical boats. Do nothing, let the clock tick away. We are kings of this unproductive day. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together, unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. Another all gone May this beautiful nothingness never have an end. Dust motes dance lazily in the singular beam of sunlight cutting through the heavy drapes. The world outside is a frantic gallery of pixelated screens and strange distorted shapes. But behind this heavy oak door, the chaotic noise completely ceases to exist anymore, leaving only the comforting sound of our synchronous breathing on the carpeted floor. We spent so many years chasing after applause and validation from people we barely knew, running on a hamster wheel of expectations until our exhausted faces turn pale and blue. How liberating it feels to finally step off that frantic, unrewarding competitive track, to close our eyes, tightly exhale the built-up tension, and never desire to look back. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Your head is resting gently on my shoulder, your pulse a steady anchor for my soul. In a world that constantly tries to tear us apart, the stillness makes me feel whole. We don't need to constantly entertain each other with witty remarks or clever conversation. The sheer density of our mutual understanding requires no further verbal explanation. Look at the bare walls surrounding us. They contain no expensive artwork or golden frames, yet they hold the sacred echoes of our deepest truths and our most private, intimate names. We've constructed a fortress out of simple silence and mutual respect so profound, where the malicious gossip of the external world can never find a way to resonate or sound. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room, oh, where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt. Oh, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Argue when the stock market fluctuate wildly on the television screen. We have successfully discovered a hidden paradise that remains completely unforeseen, a sanctuary where time loses its tyrannical power over our daily human lives, and the authentic essence of our spiritual connection miraculously survives. Just breathe, inhale the absolute peace. Let all the internal friction finally cease. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt. We are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations. We are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. In the stillness we find our truth, far away from the restless clamor of our youth. Just a quiet room where love can grow. That's all we ever really need to know. Blistering summer humidity becomes utterly bearable the moment we approach the coast, leaving the stifling valley behind to seek the marine sanctuary that we appreciate most. I can taste the salt crystals suspended in the atmosphere as the tide begins to recede, realizing this immense geographical expansiveness is the exact remedy our spirits need. You're wearing a flowing turquoise sundress that mimics the shifting coloration of the sea, exuding an aura of pure, unadulterated tranquility that instantly liberates me. We kick off our leather sandals and allow the cool, wet sand to envelop our bare feet, discarding the heavy psychological baggage of the city with the satisfaction complete. A flock of white seagulls gliding effortlessly across the brilliant vast oceanic sky, exploring our weary imaginations to expand their perimeters and fearlessly fly, inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today, just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. Let's set up our canvas chairs near the shoreline where the gentle whitecaps break, savoring the absolute simplicity, this therapeutic vacation that we chose to take. The sun is baking the earth, but we are completely insulated by this atmospheric chill, an organic cooling system that operates perfectly whenever we stand absolutely still. I spent far too many months trapped inside suffocating boxes made of drywall and glass, forgetting the supreme value of watching the tide shift and the maritime clouds pass. With you as my constant co-pilot, the wilderness becomes a luxurious five-star resort, a sacred space where our authentic emotions can find a safe, welcoming port. A flock of white seagulls gliding effortlessly across the brilliant vast oceanic sky, exploring our weary imaginations to expand their parameters and fearlessly fly, inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today, just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. The ocean has a magnificent method of putting our microscopic problems in perspective, reminding us that our individual existence is a part of a massive, beautiful collective. We absorb the negative ions and let the rhythmic roar of the surf cleanse our minds, leaving every single shred of modern cynicism and urban stress far behind. Feel the current washing over your sun-kissed skin. This is where the rejuvenation can officially begin. Inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today. Just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. Let the wind blow, refresh our weary souls tonight, until the orange sun sinks completely out of our earthly side. Ocean breeze carrying us out to the deep blue sea, exactly where we were always destined to be. Folding sheets of white parchment into the shape of a tiny migratory bird, trying to express the complex vulnerabilities that cannot be spoken in a word. I spent a lifetime constructing elaborate fortresses made of thick, heavy stone to protect myself from the terrifying prospect of ending up completely alone. But you approached my defensive perimeter with a gentle patience so disarming. Your lack of hidden agendas and manipulative games was extraordinarily charming. You didn't utilize heavy battering rams to breach the walls of my ancient citadel. You simply whispered a genuine truth that broke the lonely, suffocating spell. An intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. On my sleeves from writing poems that I never sent, apologizing for all the emotional mistakes and miscommunications that I meant to correct before the distance between us became an unbridgeable geographical gulf. I'm learning to forgive the flaws and imperfections of my complicated self. You see through the elaborate disguises and the sophisticated masks that I wear, exposing the raw anatomy of a human being who is desperately in need of care. With you, I don't have to pretend to be an indestructible superhero of steel. I can simply sit in a quiet corner and allow myself to authentically feel an intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. With maximum care, it cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. Sweet sound of your name. On these blank, unblemished white pages, a timeless chronicle of devotion that will withstand the progression of ages. No eraser can remove the profound impact of the statements we boldly declare as as we document this extraordinary adventure that we are blessed to share. Fragile layers, fragile layers, fragile layers. The final chapter has not yet closed. I'm handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. Handle with care, keep it safe from the wind. This is where the true story has finally began. A paper heart resting securely in your palm, finding at last its everlasting calm. I am systematically dismantling the thick layers of scar tissue from my emotional chest, admitting that my previous defensive isolation was merely a cowardly coping test. I spent decades hiding inside a bunker of cynicism, refusing to let anyone get close, treating vulnerable communication as if it were a dangerous, lethal overdose. But your gentle honesty acted like a surgical scalpel, cutting through my heavy pride, forcing me to acknowledge the suppressed insecurities that I desperately tried to hide. It takes an extraordinary amount of bravery to stand unprotected in front of another soul, allowing your fractures to be visible instead of pretending to be completely whole. An iron gate swinging open after centuries of being locked tightly against the crowd. An authentic declaration of tenderness, spoken softly rather than screaming it loud. I am navigating the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable, exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take, to feel the warmth of your love again. There is a distinct liberation that occurs when you finally stop playing defense, abandoning the exhausting calculations and the hyper-vigilant psychological fence. I can't admit my errors without feeling like my entire identity is going to dissolve, finding a newfound emotional maturity within this courageous internal resolve. We sit across from each other, trading our deepest anxieties and unvarnished truths, mending the generational traumas and the lingering psychological wounds of our youths. Your acceptance is a sanctified cathedral where my flaws are never judged or condemned, a beautiful garden where our separate individual paths have successfully stemmed. An iron gate swinging open after centuries of being locked tightly against the crowd. An authentic declaration of tenderness, spoken softly rather than screaming it loud. I am navigating the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable, exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take, to feel the warmth of your love again. Walls are designed to keep the danger out, but they also prevent the light from coming in, leaving you starving in the dark underneath a heavy self-imposed armor of tin. We are choosing to tear down construct beautiful bridges instead. Walking away from the isolation where our fragile spirits previously bled. No armor left, completely naked to the bone. We aren't afraid of being authentically known. I am navigating the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable, exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take, to feel the warmth of your love again. Open wide, let the emotional river freely flow. This is the only authentic way for a human soul to grow. Open heart, vulnerable, beautiful, and true, securely anchored in my deep devotion to you. Heavy condensation clings to the emerald leaves after a fierce thunderstorm recedes. The damp earth is soaking up the nourishment that every living organism needs. I've been tracking the movement of dark cumulus formations across the valley wide, searching for a psychological breakthrough that I could treasure deep inside. Sometimes your perspective gets completely distorted by a temporary streak of bad luck, like a heavy cargo vehicle getting deeply immobilized and permanently stuck. But if you shift your gaze upward toward the edge of that dark monolithic cloud, you'll witness a brilliant luminous border that makes your spirit feel proud. A dazzling fracture of pure illumination piercing through the dense charcoal dome, guiding our weary stumbling footsteps back to the safety of our humble home. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand, proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. We count our blessings on our fingers instead of calculating our accumulated debts, refusing to populate our valuable minds with toxic grievances and useless regrets. The simplest things like a hot cup of herbal tea or a friendly neighbor's smile are the genuine riches that make this challenging human existence truly worthwhile. Let's construct a sturdy telescope out of gratitude and unshakable resilience to observe the macrocosm in all its spectacular, uncompromised brilliance. We are resilient survivors of the tempest, not helpless victims of the freezing rain, discovering a profound spiritual purpose behind every instance of emotional pain. A dazzling fracture of pure illumination piercing through the dense charcoal dome, guiding our weary stumbling footsteps back to the safety of our humble home. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand, proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. Remains true, and navigated through the murky gray areas until we locate obstacle is merely an invitation to strengthen our creative adaptability, unlocking the hidden storehouse of our infinite human capability. See the edge where the luminescence glows? That's the direction where the optimistic wind blows. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand. Proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. Keep your chin up, look toward the beautiful border. The cosmos is restoring a sense of divine harmony and order. The silver lining shimmering bright and clear, dispelling every single element of unnecessary fear.